Today at All Out Brick, we'll be looking at set 75294, the Bespin Duel. We're going to build it, and then we'll review it and give it a score. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Christian from All Out Brick. If you're a first-time viewer, welcome to our channel, and if you've seen us before, welcome back. In this video, we'll be reviewing the LEGO set, the Bespin Duel, which was released in August of 2020. This set was supposed to be an exclusive for guests attending Star Wars Celebration, but of course due to COVID, the event was cancelled. So LEGO decided to release the set to North America online with what appears to be a limited stock. Currently, the set is listed as sold out, and it's not clear if more of this set is going to be made or not. I'm not sure when LEGO will give some more information about that, but as of right now, it just says sold out, which usually means it's not coming back into stock. Now, here is the box that I received from LEGO today. So let's cut it open and get started. Okay, so here it is. This is what LEGO was dropped off on my front doorstep today. Pretty big box, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this open. See here, I don't expect anything different about the boxing, but figured it would be nice to include this. All right, there it is. As you can see, I actually picked up 2 of these. The limit on them was 3, but I figured that I would pick up 2 of them. So go ahead and get rid of that brown box, put one of them to the side. And here we are, the Bespin Duel. So as you can see, the front of the box has this black packaging. It's actually labeled 18+, which is pretty bizarre for a set that's only 295 pieces. I guess this is more marketed towards that like collectors, adults line of LEGO that seems to be coming out a lot with this black background and then just the model with a little bit of a gradient light in the background. This appears to be exactly like that. Again, on the front of the box, we see 18+, set is number 75294, and is 295 pieces. We have the Disney logo at the bottom right, and we have the Star Wars logo and the LEGO logo just above it. Along with, this logo is actually very similar, if not identical, to the UCS logos that they've been putting on them. So that's pretty cool. See on the side of the box, we've got Luke Skywalker hanging from the edge of the set here, and the 40 years anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back. Back of the box, we got an overview of the set. It looks like from the opposite angle, actually not the opposite angle, but just from a different angle than the front, along with a screen grab from the actual movie and some measurements stating that the model is 8 inches tall and 9 inches long once you finish building it. On the other side of the box, we got it in a different language. I want to say it's in French. I'm not entirely sure there. I hope I'm not wrong. But there we go there. And on the top of the box, you can see we got Darth Vader. So that's pretty cool. They give the minifig view in 1:1 scale. So let's go ahead and cut this thing open. Right, let's see. Got 2 tabs here. I'm going to try to be as careful as I can. All right, so there's 1 seal open, and there's 2. All right, let's see what we got inside. Let's see, got a bag 1. Feel another bag in here, so we got a bag 2. And, oh, a bag 3 and a sticker. I did not expect a bag 3 in here, along with some rolled up instructions. Some really rolled up instructions, but they're pretty thick. That's all we got inside of the box. So, quick overview, let's see, the instructions here. On the back, we got a LEGO Star Wars logo, and on the front, we just get a picture of the set, no fancy kind of art or anything. On the inside, we got a nice little overview. This really does look like a UCS model when you look at everything that's like the style that it is, at least. We got a little overview of the model. No, I am your father. I know some people, I'm sure Star Wars fans know that it's not Luke, I am your father. It's no, I am your father. A couple different languages in here. And then we have a bag 1, 2, 3, kind of overview of what each bag contains, and then it jumps right into the build. The back of the instructions, let's see. Nothing in here, just a little feedback information, along with all of the parts that are included right after you finish building. So that's kind of everything we got inside of the box. looking at the stickers, there's only one sticker, 40th anniversary. I don't know how many printed pieces are in the set. It doesn't look like there's any besides the minifigs, but I guess we'll find out. So that's everything we got here. Now let's jump into the build. Okay, I just finished up the Bespin Duel build. It took about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit over, 32, 33 maybe. As you surely know, in this set we received two minifigures, Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. Taking a look at Luke Skywalker, we can see that he's got his Bespin print and some nice details on the front with his jacket. It got a little bit of sliver where you can see underneath of it. Of course, he has his lightsabers, some leg printing, and his back has some printing as well. Not a whole lot going on there in the back, but I guess you can blame his outfit for that. As for Luke himself, he comes with two faces. The first one's a little bit serious, and the second one is that kind of reaction you get after he finds out Vader is his father. He's got a little bit of a black eye there and his shocked face. So you can kind of position it either way, depending on how you're displaying your scene. He also comes with his lightsaber, which isn't a chrome, it's kind of a flat silver color, is the hilt of his lightsaber with his, of course, trans neon blue blade. So that is Luke Skywalker. This set also comes with Darth Vader, which I know a lot of people were excited to get this figure in this set. The main point that this figure has is that it has arm printing, which looks really great. You can see his shoulder and his forearms, got a lot of detail going on down there on both sides. So this is great to be able to get this in a $40 set. Of course, now it's way more than $40 because it was an exclusive, but at the time of release, it was a really easy way to get this Vader minifigure. You see there's a ton of detail, really great print going on the front that continues from the torso down to the legs. And on the back, if you flip up his cape, there's a little bit of detail there. Not that you would ever see it unless you took his cape off, but it is there. And of course we get the new helmet style with a white Anakin face underneath, and his helmet has that little bottom piece too, which reflects how the helmet comes off in Return of the Jedi. And he comes with his red lightsaber with the same color hilt as Luke. Kind of wish that they ended up making it chrome instead of flat silver, but I guess that's just the standard that LEGO is printing nowadays, so that is what they decided to include. Alright, and this is a look at the entire set with the minifigures built. You can see that I kind of positioned them in their duel rather than the way that the box depicts them after Luke gets his hand chopped off, and that's because, well, Luke still has his hand on. As you can see, I left Luke's lightsaber there. So, you can see we got a nice black display with the 40th anniversary sticker, and it's symmetrical going all the way around. We got the steps there, and looking at the other side, we got this entire backing, which is really cool. And it's a really sleek build, I think. The details are really simple, yet really sophisticated of a build. Like, it's pretty, you don't get an entire diverse group of pieces, but there is a lot going on here, especially with the build. Once you get over into here, it is a pretty complex build, how they were able to pull off this shape and all of the colors, and I really like it. I think that's really cool. Of course, it's a really cool display piece. It's only about 9 inches long, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of desk space at all. And of course, it depicts one of the most iconic scenes in Star Wars. As you can see, these hoses here are one of the only things I really didn't like about the build. It's really tough to get those to form that circular shape, and as you can see, I wasn't able to do it perfectly, and it's a little bit fragile here, but other than that, it's a very great set in my opinion. One of my favorites. Honestly, I gotta put it up there. The display is all black tiled and it looks fantastic. Of course, it's gonna get fingerprints and dust on it very easily, so it's not gonna look the way it is for very long, but I think I'll appreciate it while it is like this. The steps look great, and if we look at the back of the box, it identically matches the scene. The way they got some of the small details in there is, I'm very impressed with how they did that. And I think it's a great collector's set. You know, you can position Luke either way you'd like. It's really up to you. I wish that the instructions did bring up that you could kind of take Luke's hand off and position him correctly. If you look at the box, they actually want you to display Luke with his right hand holding up onto the, I don't know what you'd call it, like the end of the model here. But of course, Luke's hand got chopped off, so that's not possible. So I took it upon myself to go ahead and do that. And of course, Vader doesn't have his lightsaber ignited during that part because he's already defeated Luke. Go ahead, this thing's pretty jammed in there. I'm just gonna take it off and give it back. And move Darth Vader back up to here. And of course, now we have the I am your father scene, of course, and that looks really great as well. I think anyone would recognize this, big Star Wars fan or not. I think if you've seen Empire, you know the scene, and if you don't, you just say, this is where Darth Vader says, I am your father. I think it's a really great set. I loved it. I love the build. The build was very easy to follow, very simple, but as you can see, the final model looks incredibly well put together. Everything meshes very well. There's no like obvious break points. This originally, this big end here, it kind of concerned me with how sturdy it was going to be, but there's a ton of rods that run through all of these kind of, I don't know what you would call them, pipe structures, and that keeps them in place, and it's held in by these two Technic hinge pieces right there. You can see they're dark gray. And if you pull down, you can actually hinge down the entire thing. But that's how it's held in place, and it works really well. Of course, you can rotate this around if you want, depending on how. I think the box kind of displays it like it's not a perfect right angle. It's a little bit like that. So that is our Bespin Duel set. All right, so that's our Bespin Duel set. I really, really like it. I think it's fantastic. I really do. The minifigures are great. You can get that Vader for a cheaper price. Of course, now it runs, I think it's currently going for $100 to $125. So it's pretty expensive considering a week ago when it released, it came out for $40. But you know, North America exclusive. Hopefully LEGO does produce it again so that people over in Europe and worldwide can get their hands on it. If not, just get the parts for it. It probably shouldn't be that much through Bricklink. Of course, this 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back, that sticker might be a little hard to get. I'm not entirely sure. I think there's other sets with it, I think. So you can get all of the pieces yourself, and it probably wouldn't be that expensive. Of course, you won't get the box, the instructions, or anything else, but if you just want the display set, then it shouldn't be too hard for you to get through Bricklink. As for a score, I'm gonna go 8.5. I think it's really great. It's definitely in that mid to upper 8 range, but you know, it's a small set, so I can't throw it all the way up there to that high 8 range. So I think 8.5 is a fair score. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the build. It was a fun build, and there were a lot of really simple but sophisticated, if that makes sense, kind of steps and pieces. There's some pieces I've never seen before in here. Maybe it's just because I haven't been to the LEGO store as much recently as I used to, but there's a ton of new pieces that I really haven't seen before and in colors that I haven't seen before. So I'm gonna give it 8.5. You know, if you can get your hands on it, you better hit a buy button if it's for a fair price. Otherwise, just use Bricklink, like I said, and maybe you're gonna have to substitute the minifigs because I'm sure they're expensive. But if you have the final duel set, then you have this Vader, so that already takes care of the minifigure of Vader. Luke Skywalker, I'm not sure how exclusive he is. I think he might be exclusive to this set, as well as the Bespin Betrayal at Cloud City Master Builder series set. So that will be tough to get a hold of, but 8.5, that's your review. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a nice thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel to be the first to see all of our future content. Also, be sure to check us out on our website and on our Facebook and Instagram pages. Until next time, stay bricking.